So you have, once again, a Karen that decides to target, some brothers. Now, she's in her car at a parking lot, and I want you to hear the story exactly what happened, and that she was actually wanted to hit them with her car for really no apparent reason other than they are black. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Hey, ma'am, how's it going?
Not good.
Not good?
Yeah, I'm
You okay?
tired of these harassing me. Always walking past my car and all this harassing.
In the car is Angela Baker of Toledo. Oregon police say on Tuesday evening, 2 African-American males walked to the Meijer on South Wheeling Street to get some snacks. Baker in her car in the parking lot started to yell racially charged language towards them.
So I flip him off and then he starts coming towards me.
Okay.
So I start my car up and go towards him. He runs.
Eventually, she took her car and she swerved at him, which led the young African males to think that they were going to get hit by her car.
Are you kidding? Nope. Absolutely not.
Baker was arrested and charged with ethnic intimidation and aggravated menacing, a felony of the 5th degree that carries prison time.
When our crews interviewed her, she stated that she didn't have any problem with them other than the color of their skin. And we're not going to put up with that in our community, obviously.
Lieutenant E.J. Materney says the department doesn't run into ethnic intimidation cases very often, but when it does happen, they take action.
We don't understand why people act like this. This is 2020, and we're not going to put up with that in our community. There's no place for it.
So you heard that she was arrested, as it was reported, with ethnic intimidation and aggravated menacing, which is a felony in the 5th degree that carries a potential prison sentence. Okay. So she was saying the N-word all day long. She wanted to hit these young men for simply because of the color of their skin. They have these kind of people out here in society. Now, this is in Oregon, Ohio, just so people can know exactly what it said. Now, this woman's, real name is Angela Baker. She's 42 years old. But we're seeing more and more people like this crawl up from underneath their rocks and act this way, because this society is just really having a awakening, and also at the same time, people that feel like this particular Karen here, they got to show out as well, because they do not like the change that's happening in America. They don't. They wanted to go back to the old America. They want the status quo. They want people to know their place. They want, people to say, well, it's just the way it is, and we got to deal with that. And things are slowly changing, and they're not liking that. And some people, like this particular one, is acting out. And she got herself arrested, which is a good thing. The cop that was in this video can't say nothing bad about this particular cop. That's how cops are supposed to act. This is good police work. Now, if all the police in America will follow this example, we wouldn't be having any conversations about defunding the police or anything like that. But outside of maybe these particular cops or what they're doing here to arrest this one, unfortunately, the rest, a lot of them, like I said, we wouldn't even call them police, we would call them race soldiers. So maybe, this particular woman, it definitely carries a potential prison sentence, these particular charges, and she needs to go to jail. Because you're trying to hit people with a car because you don't like them because they're black. Okay, no one says that you have to like black people. And listen, I'm cool with that. If you don't like me, you say, listen, I don't like you because you're black. Okay, there's a lot of people that's not going to like me outside of even this. People not going to like my personality, may not like the way I talk, I look, whatever the case may be. And I'm good with that. But just because you don't like someone by the color of their skin doesn't mean you go and harm them. Listen, if anything, I'm staying away from you. I mean, a true person that actually have a hatred for somebody, they will say, I'm going to remove myself from wherever these people congregate. Okay. I'm going to move to a town or a state that's maybe 90+% people that look like me. I'm going to be there, and it's going to be once in a blue moon I run into those kind of people. We have cities and states in this country where a person like this one can actually go to. Like, you go to places like Idaho and Wyoming and you know, those kind of states. Maine is another state. I mean, just based off of what I've researched, she can go up there and she would probably hardly ever see a black person. It'd be like once in a blue moon. But instead of doing that, because then, you know, trying to remove yourself from a situation, no, you rather do something like this. So it's not that you just don't like black people. The thing is, you want to be violent. And when you're being violent, well, now you're going to jail. And I don't feel bad for you. And I hope you can't get commissary or bail. But leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think about, you know, this particular Karen that we see here that wants to try to, you know, hit people for no other reason than the color of their skin.